Buyers beware and sellers beware. In the universe, there's always a yin and a yang, a pro and a con. Today's conversation is going to revolve around cameras and recording devices. But before we get started with that, I want to share a testimonial with you real quick that had come in. This is from Isabel. Kenny and Jason did an awesome job. Both were always there for us when we had questions and walked us through anything we did not truly understand. Downright good people to work with. Thanks, Isabel, from that. You can find that over on our WyomingForSale.net website. This coming to time, this was an Upton, Wyoming sale, and this coming to time where things weren't, moving along every 30 days, it seems like, and so that's meaningful to hear that from Isabel, that we were still able to do a good job in a market type that was challenging to say the least. So her and her husband were super awesome to work for, and we're very thankful for their business. Anyway, moving on. There may cameras and recording devices in households and all buildings for that matter. Buyers, when we're going in to look at properties, there may be cameras and recording devices in the homes that are for sale, and the owner or owners may be listening. Okay? Anything that we say could be recorded and negatively used against us in the efforts of negotiations. It's becoming more and more prevalent in today's, with all of today's technology and the century that we live in. And to be downright honest, it's the reason I'm calling this a seller's beware too, is because it's making it very difficult for us as buyers agents to engage in a in-depth, honest conversation in the home or in the property with the buyer while we're there, knowing that you could be listening. And buyers aren't engaging in the right questions or taking, some of the right steps or showing the interest that they could, knowing that you could be listening. So like I said, this is a pro and a con on both sides. Obviously it's nice for sellers to know when we're there and when we leave, because then they can come back at no notice at all, basically. And I get it that that's a positive attribute to all this, and it's a positive attribute that when we get there. So when we get there, when we leave, you don't have to call anybody and see if you can go home, especially if it's later in the evening, or if you're under the pressure with things going on in your life. But the whole listening in, and buyers just know that a seller could negatively use this against any sort of negotiations that we try to enter into an offer with on these properties. And sellers, same thing. Like, we see cameras or see listening devices, it could deter somebody from engaging in the intentional or an in-depth showing like we need to do or have done to be able to even get you a decent offer, right? So anyway, I wanted to share that with everybody, that technology seems to be advancing very quickly, and it is what it is. Like, some of you got cameras and listening devices for safety reasons and maybe other reasons beyond that, but when it comes time to selling your home or your property, it's could be more of a hindrance than you want it to be. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you got any questions, leave them down below, or any comments. Maybe you want to share a story that's happened to you in the past with cameras and listening devices already. But yeah, otherwise we'll see you on the next video. Talk to you later.